here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about what I'm going to sew for the month of February. So if you saw my 2021 sewing plans video where I kind of talked about doing themes versus specific projects and trying to give myself some wiggle room, you might already have an idea of how I'm going to lay out this year. If not, I'm trying to pick a theme that has a few more options for myself to pick throughout the month, so I'm not stuck on a single project or something like that in case I get the urge to try something new. So that theme for the month of February is dainty little things. So I didn't really think too hard on like the name of these themes, but the idea is this month I want to work on bras and underwear, which is something that I have thought about doing in the past, but I've always been too afraid to dive into. And I also want to make some little like nighties, little shorts and tank top combinations to wear around the house or to wear to bed. I've always liked the idea of making home and loungewear and things that I can wear around the house that are just delicate, but I haven't really gotten into it because, to be honest, the finishing process of garments is kind of my least favorite part of sewing them. So since things like bras and underwear and little camisoles and lace shorts all have a lot of those little intricate details in the finishing, I think I've sort of avoided them for that reason. But this month I am diving in, and actually I will show you, I have already sort of started. Turns out towards the end of January I didn't want to wait anymore to work on bras, so I went ahead and made my very first mock-up. So this is the Chloe bra from the Bra Makery. I'll go ahead and link that pattern in the description for you. And this was my very first bra that I've ever attempted to make. I have made a couple mock-ups in the past, but I never used the right elastic for fear of wasting it. And I just decided to jump in head first and give it a try. And I am so happy with how it turned out. For a first go, I am over the moon. Very, very excited. Also chose tulle for my first bra ever. I don't recommend doing that. That was just torture. So yeah, maybe start with something that you can see when you're first sewing a bra. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I definitely love it. I think it's beautiful and it turned out great, but it took me over 4 hours to put it all together because I was like the whole time trying to make sure that I had both lining and facing pieces, and it was just harder than it needed to be for my first bra making experience. But I definitely am pleased with how it turned out. There's a couple little things I need to fix. The band I need to work on, but the cups are perfect, which is the part that I generally have the most trouble with. So I will be making a lot more of these. The Chloe bra again, and the other bra I have planned for this month is Black Beauty from Emerald Erin Sews on Instagram. I'll link her account as well as her website. So yeah, I'm really excited about the bras. That has been fun already, and February has just started. So what I'm also looking forward to doing is, like I said, little nighties and things like that. And I have a pattern that I plan to use for those, but we'll just see. I don't know which view I want to do yet. And that pattern is right here. It's the Vogue V8888 pattern. I picked this one up because I had a lot of options. I really liked the shorts and the camisole on this set. I think you can see them a little better here. But then it also had a couple slips, and I thought that was nice. So very exciting. I'm hoping to work on this, get a couple of those ready for my wardrobe so that I can wear them either underclothes or just around the house, or like I said, going to sleep. Another fun pattern that I set aside because I thought it was kind of unique, and I love vintage patterns and going through them, was this one. This is an Old Simplicity 7841 from 1968, and I thought this was fabulous. It's kind of funny that bonnets are coming back in style for like curly girls. Any curly girls out there who would love to wear a big ruffly bonnet to bed? Fabulous. So I thought it would be kind of fun to make this shorts set with a little poofed sleeve. Again, this is just if I wanted to pick up a vintage pattern and do something a little different this month, give myself some wiggle room as far as patterns go. To go with those patterns, I have a few fabrics set aside. I've got some various sort of silky lining fabrics, a couple different colors, and then a handful of lace that actually came from my grandmother's stash when I went to visit her back in May. So I'm hoping to get to use some of those because there's some pretty some pretty great little lace options in here. So hoping to add those details to my little projects and make them that much more special. So January ended up being kind of a slow sewing month for me. I was dealing with a lot of migraines and just headaches in general. So I didn't end up sewing as much as I wanted to. Also, I think I mentioned in one of my past videos, January is a very busy month every other year for my job. This year being one of those busy years. So I didn't find that I had a ton of energy after work on some of the days. I did sew a bunch of masks, various things for friends and family. And I worked on some other little things that I just can't even think of. I did start to do a little prairie dress. I made the mistake of using the wrong fabric, so it turned out kind of funny. So I think I'll make a video of what I made in January and in February all together and post that this month instead of doing separate ones, because there's really not a lot for January. I did end up making a petticoat. I saved that weird dress and turned it into a petticoat. So I'll show you guys how that ended up happening in the what I made in January and February video later this month. The other thing I didn't do in January that I still would really like to do is my vintage robe that I talked about. And I realized I didn't show you guys a pattern. I had a handful that I was looking at, but I hadn't really decided on one. So this is the one that I've ultimately decided on if I end up doing the project. And it's a Vintage Simplicity 7957. And this one is from 1968. Ooh. This one is from 1968 as well. I thought this was super cute. I don't know. What is it about the cut of vintage clothes that are just perfection? I love them. So this is the view I was going for. I wanted to turn this into a robe, and I actually wanted to use this. It's a floral fabric. I'll pull it out here to show you as the fabric for this robe. And that was just to be kind of a house robe to give me something a little fancier to wear around the house when I don't want to wear my purple fuzzy robe, or even something that would be glamorous enough to get away with in like a Zoom meeting if I wanted to wear it over the clothes I had on for the day because it was chilly or something like that. So here is the fabric. And I got this at Joann Fabrics in the clearance section. I don't remember. It ended up being like $2 a yard or maybe $3 a yard, but they had a bunch of it. And I don't know. I just really liked how it had the texture, almost like a jacquard. And then it's 100% polyester, which I really try not to buy polyester anymore. I want my clothing in my wardrobe to be natural fiber, but I figure for this kind of robe, not a big deal. And I want to use it since I do have it in my stash. So hopefully that will turn into a robe sometime soon, and I'll be able to wear that and show you guys at the end of this month. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoy this kind of content. And if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to join our sewing circle. I try to post a new video every Thursday. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful day.